It is almost time to file your taxes for last year. Yes, 2020. We're talking with an expert about what you need to know before you do. You know, if you're working from home and you had to, pay for a laptop and electricity and Wi-Fi. We'll talk about itemizing as well and what all that means for you and the bottom line and how much money you could be getting back.
Well, it is almost time. It's probably always time to think about your taxes. This year, things are going to look a little bit different due to the pandemic. So with many people working from home or filing for unemployment benefits, it's a good time to keep those things in mind. So joining us this morning to break down what you need to know is accountant Bob Hockensmith. Good morning, Bob.
Hi, Renee.
Hi. Taxes can be frustrating in a normal year. This year, very abnormal. Tell us how you're feeling about going into 2021 for people that need to file.
Well, you just made a comment, it's always time for taxes, and you're absolutely right. The entire year of 2020 was tax prep, and now we're here, and the IRS is probably not going to allow people to submit tax returns until the end of this month. But there's a lot of things to do to prepare for that.
Okay,
for instance,
go ahead.
Well, for instance, the 1099 that you're going to get for your unemployment benefits, the state of Arizona will issue a 1099, and you'll get it by the end of January. It'll be a piece of paper that says this is what you received. If you had taxes taken out, these are the taxes that were taken out. That is to be treated like a W-2 when you prepare your tax return.
So now when it comes to unemployment, there's a lot of confusion over whether or not unemployment benefits are taxed and whether or not there is withholdings taken out of them. Explain that.
Certainly. So remember, we have a standard deduction for an individual, which is like $12,800. For a family, of a couple, it's like $24,000 or $25,000. So that means the first $13,000 that you earn as an individual will not be taxed because of your standard deduction, and the first $24,000 or $25,000 as a couple will not be taxed. So when you have unemployment benefits given to you or issued to you, you can choose to have taxes withheld or not. And if you know how much you're going to get, you can decide to say yes or no because of these standard deductions. So if I want to get $13,000 or less a year, then I don't have to have taxes taken out. But if I'm going to have more than $13,000 a year given to me in unemployment benefits, I need to have taxes withheld.
So there is a potential then here that someone that filed for unemployment, received unemployment benefits, may owe taxes for last year?
Correct. That is correct, yeah.
So,
but it's sort of unlikely in Arizona because our unemployment benefit is very small compared to other states. So it's possible, certainly, but it's sort of unlikely in this case because you won't find too many people earning over that $13,000 a year.
Got it. And now those stimulus checks are different.
The stimulus checks are absolutely different. And this is a big issue that I'm going to have with my clients. A lot of people believe that's just free money that you received. But if you read the fine print, it's actually an advance on your 2020 refund.
Wow.
And that's the surprise that a lot of people are going to find when we prepare their tax returns, and they are used to getting a $3,000 or $4,000 refund, and all of a sudden they find it reduced by $1,200 or $2,400.
And I got to ask you one more question. A lot of people interested in the home office deduction. We're all working from home now. Right. Does that rank for most people, or with the standard deduction that you get, does it even matter?
Well, the home office deduction was one that was in addition to the standard deduction prior to 2018. But with the tax law change of 2018, they increased the standard deduction such that the home office deduction, one, is not even allowed unless you're a sole proprietor or self-employed. And as an employee receiving a W-2, you no longer get a deduction for home office expenses.
So that answers that for sure. Bob Hockensmith, I assume you're going to say file early, as early as you can. Do not procrastinate, and make sure it's electronic. and opt
Yes.
for the getting your check electronically deposited as well if you have a refund.
That is correct. Yep. You want a direct deposit and you want to file as quickly as you can. And candidly, I'll say this is going to sound self-serving. If you have a complicated tax situation, don't try to do it yourself this year.
Makes sense. Bob, thank you so much for your time this morning. Happy New Year to you.
Thanks. You too, Renee.
We'll see you again.